Right, Player of the Month, FIFA 19 investments. We're going to start off with, obviously, the person who's won it. Right, Lucas Moura, he's had a pretty decent season. Past few seasons, he's been pretty irrelevant, I'm not going to lie. But, right, he scored 3 goals. He's made 4 appearances for Spurs and a 50% goal conversion rate. So it's a pretty decent start to the season off for him. And what's going to happen is he's going to get Player of the Month card on FIFA 19. And there's going to be a way to get literally hundreds of thousand coins. Now, as well with this method, you can literally make all these coins by buying players and just keeping hold of them for a couple of weeks, selling them on for more money, and then you could even sell those coins for like real life money, which I'll probably be doing myself. So, what we want to do, first thing to do is who has he played against? Now, he's played against Newcastle, Fulham, Man United and Watford. Now, these teams are important because they're probably going to be something on the SBC. So you could need 1 Newcastle player, 1 Fulham player, 1 Man United or 1 Watford. Or you could simply say 4 players from either of the 4 clubs, Newcastle, Fulham, Watford or Man United. Any of those, including those clubs, will be a requirement pretty much on one of the challenges to get this card. And all you got to do is invest in some of those players from those clubs, and those prices will go up because people want to get the SBC card, and then people are going to pay more coins for them. So what I do recommend doing is looking at those 4 clubs and checking how many left backs between all 4 clubs have got, how many centre mids, how many cams. Let's say they've got 8 left backs between all 4 teams, which are gold, and they've got, let's say, 17 gold centre mids between all 4. You want to be picking up the left backs with a lot of the formations in these teams, in these SBC formations, will need a left back. So you pick up that left back, it's going to go up more money than what the centre mid will, and you essentially can set on for more coins and just make a higher profit. Now, moving on to the next one is previous clubs. Now, he did play for a team which is exclusive to PES. I'm not too sure what the name is, but I'm going to put it right there on screen. But he did play for that team, however, they are not in FIFA. That's one of his past teams, but he did also play for PSG, so a potential requirement for this SBC may be PSG players. So you want to do, look on the market, look at some PSG players which is cheap, and you know, obviously we're going to move on to nationality now. He's Brazilian, and there's a lot of PSG Brazil players, right? So if you can find any PSG Brazil players at the start of FIFA 19 at a cheap price, make sure to pick them up, because pretty much Brazil players and PSG players are going to be a must for this Lucas Moura SBC. And you pick them up and you sell them for more coins, you will make a lot of money off literally just buying cards and selling them for more. And in terms of his nationality, Brazil players, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a requirement for them as well. So what you want to do, look for, obviously he plays in the Premier League, and his past club was PSG. So pick up some Brazilian from Ligue 1, pick up some Brazilians from the Premier League, and they're bound to be in SBC, and their cards are going to go up in price, and you can essentially just set it on for more coins and make just a lot of profit. One thing that EA have done in the past for Player of the Month was inform cards as a requirement. However, with the Lucas Moura card, obviously it's the start of FIFA, there's not too many informs that I'm pretty sure they're not going to do inform as a requirement. So, in terms of players you may want to pick up, Chris Smalling is a decent one, Rojo, Fred from Man United, new Brazilian centre mid, he's a decent one to pick up, Felipe Anderson. In terms of the PSG one, player wise, you got Marquinhos, however he's going to be quite high rated, so he probably isn't going to be a good one for it. But like I said, without the team of the week requirement, you're going to want more high rated players. So in past Player of the Month, the rating requirements will be quite low, but because it isn't informs in this one, it will be a higher rating requirement. Right, so a major thing which I'm going to be investing in for the Player of the Month card is who has he played against. So Newcastle, Fulham, Watford and Man United. Now Watford has had a good start to the season. Honestly, I see him getting 8th, 9th place. I don't see him getting top 6. Man United again, obviously they are normally a big contender for top 6. Mourinho, right now what is he doing? I don't know myself. But obviously Fulham and Newcastle's quite a low downside, and Fulham are looking about mid-table according to quite a few people. Right, so what you want to do is invest in some Newcastle, Fulham, Man United and Watford players. Now, that sounds quite an obvious thing to do. Now, obviously there's a lot of players from Man United, Watford, Fulham, Newcastle, so it's not a very specific thing to do. Now, what I'd say in this is get positions which look at those 4 clubs and look how many left backs between Watford, Newcastle, Fulham and Man United there is. Look in those 4 clubs what positions are limited and what has got a short demand. So let's say there's between those 4 clubs, they've got 22 centre mids, right? But they've only got 8 left backs. Go invest in some left backs.